to the morning sun. Feel the warmth, a new day has begun. Coffee brews and the world comes to life. A Logan County breakfast started right. Join us here, come smile with me. In morning light, oh so free. Feel the joy, feel the beat. Logan County's got the rhythm.
Good morning, Logan County. I'm Brian.
And I'm Lindsey. Let's start our day with a little inspiration. Today's daily devotional comes from Romans 8:6. For to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the spirit is life and peace. That's so true.
Amen. Good morning and welcome to Logan County Breakfast, your go-to show for uplifting stories and great conversations to start your day right here in beautiful Logan County, Arkansas.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Get ready for some fantastic news, entertaining segments, and a whole lot of fun to kickstart your day. So sit back, relax, and let's make this a wonderful morning together.
We have an exciting show lined up for you today. First, we'll dive into a bit of history, share an inspiring story, and catch you up on the latest local news. But first, we'll kick things off with a quick look at the weather right after this brief message. Stay tuned.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Contact Baker's Shelter Insurance in Booneville at 479-675-2782.
Rice Lawn Care and Tree Services, your trusted partner for tree care in Booneville and surrounding areas. Specializing in expert tree care and removal, they handle every job with precision. Stacy in Booneville said, Kevin and his crew did an excellent job removing 3 trees. Great price and quality work. Highly recommend. From hazardous tree removals to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. Serving Booneville and the surrounding communities with honest service and competitive prices. Call Rice Lawn Care and Tree Services today at 479-206-1582 for a free tree consultation.
Welcome back.
Here's a look at today's weather in Logan County, sponsored by Baker Shelter Insurance in Booneville. Today, sunny skies with a daytime high near 80. Beautiful spring day. Tonight, partly cloudy with an overnight low around 52 degrees. We had a pretty interesting day yesterday, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The storms. Yeah. We were right in the middle of the Easter day. You get a tornado warning, and everybody has to go
Get in the bathtub.
Yeah, get in their hidey holes.
Yeah, but it worked out.
Yeah, thank God that
Yes,
nothing come of it.
Mm-hmm.
We just got a little bit of rain here. The wind didn't even get terribly bad.
No,
But thank God for the technology that we have to, the early warning detection systems that they have. That's phenomenal.
Yes.
See who we have in our chat with us this morning. Good morning, Mom.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brandy Weaver. Good morning, Gerald Baker. Good morning, Dennis and Wanda Harrison. And good morning, Kennard Christensen.
Yes.
We are so happy that you all could join us this morning. You know, every day brings with it its unique piece of history. Let's explore some of the most fascinating events that happened on this day in our next segment called
My happy place. On this day we shine so bright. On this day I stay fly.
On this day in 1918, German World War I fighter ace Baron Manfred von Richthofen, a.k.a. the Red Baron, is shot down and killed over Wassermoor No, it's Vaux-sur-Somme in France. Canadian pilot Arthur Roy Brown is credited with the kill. So
Wow.
Red Baron. End of the infamous Red Baron on this day in 1918.
So he was a bad guy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can remember on the Peanuts cartoons, Snoopy would go to fight the Red Baron in his doghouse.
Hmm.
You never seen that?
No, I haven't. If you can't tell.
You don't watch you don't watch Peanuts.
No.
And today is Big Word Day, which takes place on April 21st every year. Big Word Day is all about words, specifically coming up with new large words to keep the English language alive and well. Every language on the planet has a lexicon made up of words. Through speech, people have created and polished words over time. We tend to use short words when communicating, so when we convey more meaning with fewer words. Big Word Day is exactly what the world needs.
Yes. So what word pops in your mind whenever you think of a big word?
Prestidigitation. Yeah, that's a
What
big
does that
word.
mean?
I don't remember. I
Oh.
just remember the word.
I was trying to think of that supercalifragilistic.
Oh, yeah?
Whatever. Anywho.
That was on the movie. What movie was that on?
Supercalifragilistic. I can't do it. Anyways.
What movie was that on? Was it a Disney film?
No. I mean, I don't know. It could be.
Good morning, Van Greek.
Yes. And Merle, good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning, Merle Martindale.
How are y'all feeling on this Monday morning? I'm kind of feeling Monday-ish. But yeah, thankful for the sunshine, but
Amen.
I am feeling kind of Monday-ish, but we'll get through it.
Coming up after the break, we'll jump into the news and local events happening near you. Don't go away.
Start your day with something handmade and heartfelt right here in Magazine, Arkansas. There's a little gym called Let's Sew, where every stitch tells a story. From custom quilts to one-of-a-kind dresses, our artisans bring your ideas to life. Need a quick hem, a cozy throw for those crisp mornings, or maybe a special gift? Let's Sew has you covered with a small-town care and big-time skill. Pop into Let's Sew on Pretty Street, open weekdays from 9 to 5 and 9 to 3 on Saturdays. We're more than a shop, we're your creative neighbor. Let's Sew, where magazine's heart meets the thread. Visit us today and create something beautiful together. Let's Sew, Magazine, Arkansas. Call 479-206-2210 or stop by.
Thanks to our smart fans.
Yes.
Mary Poppins was the name of the movie with
Yes.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay wanted me to mention that she feels like she's underperforming this morning because we had a long weekend. We had to take a trip.
Yes.
If you may have noticed, we didn't have a show Friday. We had to make an emergency trip to Texas to visit her grandmother who was ill. So,
Yes.
but we
How
are.
long was that trip? I mean, the drive, 18 hours total?
Oh no, it's 16.
With all the- Was it with all the stops, though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a long time. But it was a good time. It was good to see them. And
Mhm.
yeah, but we'll get back in the groove of things. But just
Oh,
bear
yeah.
with us. It is now time for our news brief.
In a significant move, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders has signed Senate Bill 433, mandating the display of religious symbols in state-funded classrooms and public buildings. The new law requires that the 10 Commandments and the phrase "In God We Trust" be promptly displayed with specific size requirements for each poster. The funding for these displays is to come from private donations, as the state funds cannot be used. The bill, which garnered strong bipartisan support, was passed with a 27-4 vote in the Senate and a 71-20 vote in the House. Primary sponsors of the legislation include Senator Jim Dotson and Representative Elisa Brown, joined by 13 co-sponsors. The law prescribes the traditional wording of the commandments, emphasizing their historical significance.
And for local news, residents of Boonville are buzzing with excitement as they prepare for the upcoming Revival on the Square, which makes its highly anticipated return this year from May 5th to May 9th. The event will kick off each night at 7 p.m. in Broadway Memorial Park, promising 5 nights filled with the spirit, instruction, and worship. This year's revival will feature an impressive lineup of local pastors, including Brother Lloyd Scott and Brother Matt Bear, among others. Community members are encouraged to attend and partake in this enriching experience that aims to inspire faith and fellowship in the heart of downtown Boonville. Don't miss the chance to be part of this uplifting event in Broadway Memorial Park, where tradition and community come together. And we're going to be there. I'm excited. We were talking about how we like that. Is it just Southern gospel playing? Yeah.
Yeah, like we visited Ione Baptist.
Yes.
It's like a hootenanny and a church service all wrapped in one.
Yes, it is.
It was great. Van says, always talking about the Mary Poppins, he says, just the sound of it, it sounds so atrocious. Oh, it's part of the song.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
How would Van know all the lyrics to that song?
I bet it's his favorite. He probably watched it last night.
Couldn't be that he has daughters.
Oh, no. And Julie. I bet Julie likes the movie too. So,
April is National Donate Life Month. We've got a story today that's sure to touch your heart. It's about 2 longtime friends reunited through loss and love in the perfect plan that saved a life.
15 years ago, Angie Lynchard and Mary Ann Carroll were neighbors in Columbia, Maryland. Their young sons, Jared and Philip, became inseparable, riding bikes, fishing, and catching frogs together. But when the families moved, they lost touch, only keeping in contact here and there on social media.
Jared grew up to join the United States Marine Corps, but just a year ago, tragedy struck. At only 23-year-old, Jared passed away suddenly. It was during a visit to offer condolences that Mary Ann shared some news of her own. She's been battling liver disease for 3 years and was now in end-stage liver failure in desperate need of transplant.
She was on the national waiting list along with 10,000 others, and Angie, still grieving the loss of her son, prayed for a miracle. What she didn't realize was she was going to be that miracle.
Months later, Angie saw Mary Ann's Facebook post asking for a liver donor. That's when she felt something deep in her heart, a calling to honor Jared's memory. Even after all she'd been through, she offered to get tested. And when the results came in, she was a match.
Mary Ann was hesitant at first, not wanting to put her friend through any more pain. But Angie's husband remembered something a pastor once told him after Jared's passing. Out of Jared's death, new life will be born. And that's exactly what happened.
On December 3rd, 2024, exactly 1 year after Jared was inspired by a sermon called The Perfect Plan, Angie donated part of her liver to Mary Ann. And that's not all. Thanks to robotic-assisted surgery at Johns Hopkins, Angie recovered quickly with only a few small scars.
Today, just 3 months later, Mary Ann is doing well. She calls Angie her angel on earth and Jared her angel in heaven. And Angie, she says the best part is knowing her donation didn't just save one life, but helped move someone else up the transplant list, saving a second.
Now that's a miracle born from friendship, faith, and the power of saying yes when someone needs you most.
If you ever thought about becoming a living donor, Mary Ann hopes you'll consider it. In her words, if you can save a life, why wouldn't you? What greater gift can anyone give? Oh. As we conclude today's show, we'd like to share a motivational quote to carry you throughout the day.
A baby is born with a need to be loved and never outgrows it. Frank A. Clark.
That's very good.
That's all for today, folks. Thanks for joining us on Logan County Breakfast.
We'll see you tomorrow morning with more news, weather, and inspiration. Have a great day.
Have a blessed day, everyone.